Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We as them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Whoa.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the SmackDown After Party with Gonzo. As you can see, OG Tony's not in the house tonight. He had some other engagements, so we got the voice Joshua Joseph joining us. How's it going, man?
How goes it, Chris? How goes it, Gonzo Sports Room, Wrestling Room fans? How are you doing? This is In Your House, After Dark, the SmackDown edition. Normally, if you tune in, you'll see Chris and OG running stuff and doing their thing. But yes, 2 weeks in a row, I have filled in and said, you know what? You guys need a team member? I'm that team member. And I really can't wait to talk this SmackDown. This one was a good one.
Yeah, it was wasn't a whole lot of wrestling on this SmackDown.
No, but the wrestling we did get was
good.
It was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it, man. But I think before we do that, let's kick off with our new sponsorship, Chris. We got this really good one out there. If you're a fan of not being tracked by overlords or people that run our country really fucked up, this is the spot for you. This episode of In Your House is brought to you by NordVPN. Wrestling fans, NordVPN helps keep you protected online and lets you access content from different regions so you can get even more of that wrestling action. Go to inyourhouse.com/NordVPN and get 66% off of a 2-year plan plus 3 extra months free. Protect yourself, unlock more wrestling, and support IYH with NordVPN. And again, go back to inyourhouse.com/NordVPN to get that discount. It is right there on the website. If you just go there and you can even just go to the website and click the tab for the NordVPN, and it's got that link all ready for you. So fans, now let's get to that work.
Did you say 66% and 3 months free?
You get, for a 2-year plan, you get 66% off plus 3 extra months free.
Yeah, that's a hell of a deal.
It's a great deal. And if you mess around with VPNs, fans, I'm telling you, you use this, you're going to be able to see stuff that other countries put out there for their local entertainment and things like that. It's a real useful tool when you're out there doing whatever you do. If you're tired of American entertainment, I'm telling you, man, I use a VPN, not Nord yet, but I do use one, and I watch a lot of different stuff, man. I'm a big British comedy fan. Like, I don't know why, but I've loved it forever.
Oh yeah, I watch a lot of the British sports networks and stuff because you can get stuff you can't hear.
Exactly. So you already know all about it. So yeah, fans, go check that out at inyourhouse.com.
All right, man. Well, let's jump into the SmackDown.
Oh, I'm ready, Chris. Let's go.
Kicked off the show. Wait a minute, I'm on the right. Yeah, I'm on the right one. Of course, you had Cody Rhodes come out, then CM Punk comes out, and they're going at it. Then Kevin Owens has to come out. So I thought that it was an interesting way to start the show. I enjoyed the promo. I do like to me they're giving hints of Cody turning heel.
I
especially with this promo he cut toward the end of the show, which I
yeah.
know we'll get to. But yeah, I like that they're showing hints of that, and then I like that I like the Kevin Owens and CM Punk. One thing I really did like about it was that when they first went face to face, they were just having a conversation with no microphones or nothing, just face to face going at it, and then it kind of ended that way too. They were face to
Yeah.
face, then they ended up brawling. But I really liked the way it started when they were just jawing each other with no mic or nothing. It just felt
I
kind
did.
of old school.
It did too, and it brought a sense of realism to this feud that's been boiling over. Kevin Owens, I mean, if he's acting, give the dude an Oscar because I feel like he legit hates Phil and who Phil is as a person.
Yeah,
And if he's just making that look great on camera, fucking standing ovation, bravo, Kevin Owens. But I agree with you. This was a great way to start it. You did have Cody out there, and obviously, what do you want to talk about? Well, he wants to talk about getting fucked over.
yeah.
And then just saying, is he doing his Joe Hendry impersonation? CM Punk gets his name said and he thinks he needs to march on out there, which I did enjoy because we got Kevin Owens coming out and we got that sense of realism. And at the end of that, you were right. They dropped the mics and CM Punk, he pointed to that neck. And that's what seemed to really set Kevin Owens off at that moment. I love this feud, and if this is the direction they're going for his well, they are. He already said later on in the show, he says he wants that shot at this specific date. I'm hooked, man. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I love Kevin Owens anyway. I've always
Yeah.
liked Kevin Owens. He's good on the mic. He's good everywhere. I think he's a little underrated, kind of like Sami Zayn in a way too, which I kind of like what they're doing with Sami Zayn right now as well. Which we'll get to that here in a few. Then we got into our first match of the night, which I think if I remember right, there was only 3 matches on
I think so.
On the
Something
show
like that,
tonight.
yeah. Like 3 total.
a lot of video packages, a lot of backstage promos and other promos, setting up a lot for next week. They used a lot of this show setting up matches for next week. And
Next week is
Friday
going to
should
be a
real good.
banger. Oh, man. You guys are going to have a lot to talk about next week.
But the match was Trick Williams and Baron Corbin. Williams getting a rematch at the U.S. title. I thought it was a real solid match. Corbin ended up pulling it out at the end, but I thought it made both guys look strong. It didn't make Trick look weak, and I like the fact that Trick is chasing again. I think Trick is better when he's chasing. So I like they'll do this, and he'll probably end up getting the title back probably toward the end of the feud. But I do like that he's chasing. I just think it makes Trick a little more interesting when he's chasing than when he had the title.
No, I agree with you that he gets that just extra level of like intensity with him that I think fans really get drawn to when he's in a match. I don't think this sets him up to go back for that US title. I think this kind of gives him a clean spot to where he's got 2 losses on Baron. We'll get into what continues with that story later on, but I think this puts him in a position where we could be seeing Trick winning Money in the Bank this year.
Yeah,
Getting
that's true.
getting pushed right because remember he had that confrontation with Punk. I think before SummerSlam, the SmackDown before, and Punk kind of said to him, "Hey, the new guys need to step up and be in that main event picture." This would be an easy way to get him into that spot without ruffling any feathers of naysayers of Trick Williams.
Yeah, no, I agree, and it looks like Corbin's going to be moving on to another opponent as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could be correct on that.
Yeah, I think it would be a good move for him.
Yeah, I agree. It was, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little different not seeing Little Yachty out there with him.
It really was, but we did have Trick call back to Little Yachty, so that kind of makes me think that maybe he had a show to do. Maybe he had a show to do, and he'll be back
And that just
soon.
shows how good Little Yachty's been, though. That that we missed him when he wasn't there. Like, you know what I mean? If you're just a throwaway character in the thing or whatever, we wouldn't miss you. But like I missed him being out there tonight. It felt a little different.
It did. It really did. But again, knowing what we know about wrestlers and some of their sayings, how can we miss him if he's always there?
Yep.
I think that this was a great move and a great pickup on that, Chris. I enjoy that. Yeah, I was there too. Where the fuck was he?
Well, I even had somebody that was here watching it. We said, "Wait a minute, no Yachty with Trick Williams? What's going on?"
There's probably a section of fans that are just waiting for Yachty to come out every time.
Was he's been with them for what? At least a couple months? Pretty solid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's been, I would say, 2 to 3. He's been around.
Yes,
It would make sense though that he's it's summertime. It's towards the end of the summer. That's usually when music festivals are
I
popping
was going
off.
to say he probably had a festival.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, that just goes to show that he's doing what he's supposed to because we're missing him. There's at least 3 people we know that have said, where the fuck was he?
Yeah. Then you had Sami Zayn, and I'll tell you what. I loved that segment. Sami Zayn blaming Aldis, told him that he was the reason that he's not the number 1 contender because of adding Owens and Gunther to that match, and then they were just making the whole time. Sammy was coming off as a little crybaby bitch, like basically the whole show. He was whining and he was crying to anybody that would listen. So
Yeah.
but in saying that, I enjoyed it. Like
I did too. It's a great lane for him.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, even when what I learned in this promo is that in a perfect world, you can't have one without the other when it comes to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They have to be in the same area doing something similar to each other because they work so well off each other. And you seen that sense of realism when KO looked at Sammy after apologizing and doing all that stuff, but he goes, "You would have done the same thing." And Sammy's like, "Yeah, I would have." So I love the realism that we have here. And then it gave Aldis an easy out of the confrontation that was happening at the time. I like that. We got Fightins chiming in. He says, KO's first time back, and they threw him right back into the fire for his first promo back. Yeah, they really did. That promo was amazing. We talked about that at the beginning of the show. Great work by those two. I would say I would give it more towards KO. I thought he was his intensity was way more in that promo, but I enjoyed the promo no matter what.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and then of course you see Sammy a little bit later on with Gargano and them, but he's whining about Punk, and Punk's standing right behind him. I thought that was hilarious too. But what the hell was going on? What the hell is going on with Gargano?
Dude, I have no idea.
What are they doing?
It blows me away that they must have something for him. Like, they have to have something, right? Like, why would they keep him around doing this thing?
Yeah, I don't understand it either. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. It's like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost with Gargano. They're wasting him right now for me, but hey, whatever.
And then we get a segment where Carmelo Hayes attacks Baron Corbin and set up a match for a title match for next week, which, like we were just talking about, SmackDown for next week will be loaded. They already got a couple title matches, or actually 3 title matches already.
Yeah,
because you got the tag team title and the women's, and then that one. So you already got 3 title matches set up for next Friday.
Yeah, and that's incredible to get on a SmackDown.
You think they're setting up a feud between Hayes and Corbin?
I think they are, just because what I said about Trick, and I think it's his time to move up. Especially like right before SummerSlam, there was a lot of fans out there really upset that Corbin got this spot and Hayes didn't. And I was on the hand of I loved what they were doing because when you add Baron Corbin in that, you allow those stories to grow more because now they have a common enemy. Now we have possibilities of triple threat matches and things like that. So I loved this moment, and and it was mostly because of Hayes and the way Carmelo came in from being off TV for a few weeks. I don't think we really seen him
Oh,
doing too much. But now he's back in the U.S. title hunt, and he's set his sights on Baron Corbin, and I think those matches are going to be great. I loved that Trick and Baron match. I thought that was a great first match to start off tonight. So I'm only looking forward to this one. This one's going to be great.
yeah, the Trick and Corbin was solid. Corbin to me is another guy I think is kind of underrated. I know he
He
just came. I know he just came back, but I don't think he gets enough credit for the work he had done in WWE before he left. Like he had done some good stuff.
No, I agree with you. There was a lot of talk about all the different character changes before he left and everything. But I think now he's a seasoned veteran and he's somebody that everybody's listening to. Well, the people that are involved in the story, he's able to give some of the knowledge on how to work a match, his style. And I think it really paid off in this Trick match. I like Trick with a guy that size because when Trick does his moves, they look more devastating that way. Just like if he was like with a really smaller guy doing those moves. So yeah, I love this move, and I think we could see Carmelo sneak a win. I don't know if I would pull the trigger quite yet, but I think you could sneak a win here, and the fans would kind of erupt, and that just gives Hayes even more fandom.
Yeah, and it'll give Corbin some more heat
Oh yeah,
as that feud continues.
exactly. Because you know he if he loses that title, it's gonna be a Sami Zayn bitch fest coming out of
Yeah,
Corbin's mouth.
and then they'll probably have some kind of street fight or a hardcore or some kind of stipulation match eventually.
Exactly.
Maybe
You
like
guys
second or third
street
match in.
Yeah. If they make it a street fight though, please do not label it no outside interference. That is the dumbest thing EW did that with their street fight they just had. They were like, no outside interference. So that's not a street fight then. What the fuck
No,
are we doing?
street fight, there ain't no damn rules. Like
Yeah.
somebody wants to interfere, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it. But I would like some cool stipulation if Corbin does lose. Um just because that to me that fits Corbin's motive, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna try to put somebody in a situation where they can't win.
No, I agree. I think a street fight or even, I mean, you could even do like a falls count anywhere match between them two and just let them go.
Yeah. Yeah, and you really wouldn't even have to use like a massive part of the arena. I'd be satisfied if they just went in that little production area in the stage.
Yeah.
I like where your mind's at for this one. Can't wait for next Friday, man. I really can't.
Then they introduced the new WWE Women's Champion, and it kind of surprised me that they didn't use the interim title when they introduced her, because over the weekend they kept kind of emphasizing that interim champion, but when they introduced her tonight, they didn't. They introduced her as the women's champion, but then you got everybody coming out. Tiffany Stratton came out, and then JC Jane and Fatal Influence all came out. And that turned into a tag team title match
Yeah.
for the second match of the night. And then that also set up a match for next week with JC Jane and Stratton.
Yeah.
I thought it was a real solid. I thought it was a real solid match. Now they did about kill Chelsea Green there at the end when they done
With
that.
that
Fury move or whatever. They almost didn't get her all the way through. I thought she was going to
Dude.
spike.
She was like 3 inches away from getting dropped on her neck. I liked this match. I did. And I liked the whole setup that they had going with it. But this was my worry about Chelsea winning that title. It's only because she's such a great talent on the mic, in a match, and around the fans. But she's not your typically built. She's not built like all of those other women that were in that ring.
Yeah.
And to me, a lot of the bigger wrestlers, when they see a smaller statue of a wrestler, they tend to not take advantage. I'm not saying that, but they tend to amp up their moves more because of the way it looks. And on that one dude, that's what went through my head. They amped it up too much. And to let you know about the interim, the reason they dropped that is because we will not be seeing Rhea Ripley the rest of this year. She was out for the 2026 year. Okay. From my understanding, and I'm pretty sure we'll get more news on this, but when she gets back, she'll more than likely have a title shot.
Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering, because over at SummerSlam, they were like emphasizing the interim part, and then all of a sudden the night it was just gone. So they got rid of that pretty quick. But that makes sense.
Yeah, I think she had a checkup. From my understanding, the article that was sent to me, she had a checkup either early this morning or yesterday, and it doesn't look like she's going to be in a WWE ring the rest of 2026.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. But I mean, it
sucks because I'm a Rhea Ripley fan, but it also in a way works out because they got a lot of women talent, and it gives some of these other women a chance to step up to the plate.
Yeah, 100%. But let me ask you this real quick, because we had this debate. As a Rhea Ripley fan, do you think that it would have been, it wouldn't have changed your opinion on her at all if they would have never said the interim? They would have just stripped her of the title, and just because, I mean, to me, her fans love her so much that
she don't need a title.
She doesn't need a title, but when she comes back from an injury, the fans are going to be cheering for her to get the title.
Yeah.
So I think they painted themselves in a corner trying to protect her, and they should have just stripped it.
Yeah. They didn't need to do an interim thing and try to keep the title on her while she was injured. But I agree with you. I think she must have had a checkup and something was worse than what they thought, because I think if they would have, from the beginning, thought she was going to be out that long, that they probably would have just stripped her. That makes more sense, just to strip her than to try to do the interim thing. Because, like you said, if she comes back and she's not the champion, right there, you already got heat with her fans toward whoever the champion is.
Yeah.
So I mean, you already got the fans' interest right there without even doing anything.
I mean, fuck, they were cheering Tiffy time, Tiffy time, Tiffy time. But then when Rhea came up for it, they were like, fuck Tiffy time. Get Rhea that belt again. So, I don't know. Yeah. And Fighting's one, I agree with you. What the fuck? Why didn't they just do that at the beginning? But it's their show. This is our show. All we can do is comment on their show. Yeah. He's saying it's probably a storyline for Unreal. You're probably right. We're probably all getting worked.
Let's see. And then but at the end of that match, you had Nia Jax come out and attack Chelsea Green. It's like Chelsea Green took a beating.
She did. Where's her service? All the Hervis girls, we need them back. We need them out there protecting Chelsea, especially since she's the fucking champ.
she had a rough night for being the champ.
Jeez, man, like I'm glad that she's able to be the champion finally, but it seems like it's really not that beneficial for her to be the champion.
Does her and Tiffany Stratton's gear always look that close together, or did they just do that because they knew they were going to be in a tag match tonight? Because they like their gear was pretty much identical almost.
If for me, I think they're playing into the Tiffy turn on her. So I think they're going to be doing more stuff like that where they're matching and because they're going to get Chelsea to buy into it.
Yeah.
And then I think that just sets up the Barbie of SmackDown to become the heel. And I'm a little intrigued when you start telling me Tiffany Stratton's a heel. I would like to see what she does with it.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I know my son says she's way better as a heel.
Oh yeah,
I
I've
don't know if
never
he's
seen her
I
heel.
don't know if he's seen her as a heel on NXT or where, but I know he
No.
was saying that she's good as a heel.
Well, I'm gonna take his advice then, because I'm already interested, and I've not seen like them fully buying into that they're gonna turn her. But I would say with Chelsea winning that title and Tiffany not having it, and Rhea not being in the picture,
Yep.
that would be the perfect time for Tiffany to strike.
And then what was it? Oh, R-Truth. Dude, R-Truth is fucking hilarious. He had me rolling when he said, well, you think we're scared of you? We ain't scared of the Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom, or Hulk and Animal. And Priest goes, they're the same person. He goes, I know. And I lost it. But that segment back there was funny. But then R-Truth sets herself up for a triple threat tag team title match for next week.
Dude, and against two teams that are looking to kill everybody in the ring anytime they get in a ring. Like,
And Damian Priest wasn't too happy about it either. Like, so I'm wondering how much longer them two are going to be together.
see, now that's a good question there, because it seems like they might be on the brink of that, because wouldn't you? Damian Priest should be in the main event picture. Like, why wouldn't you put that big guy in there? Like, he is somebody who I enjoy watching when he does it, when he's in his singles matches. And I didn't mind his small championship run. I thought it was decent. His fans seemed to really be into it, and he was gaining worldwide fandom. So I think maybe there might be. I think the Money in the Bank is going to look very interesting this year.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Oh shit! I'm gonna spill my drink.
Don't do that, man. We got a question from one of the fans, Chris. We have Anthony chiming in. I have a question. How does Truth get away with not getting punched in the face by his own teammate by doing the stuff he does? Because any other teammate that does that would get snapped. I think he just gets grandfathered in because he's made so many people laugh for so many years.
I think it's just because he's so hilarious that they can't do anything else but just kind of laugh at him.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Priest didn't break a couple times in this promo.
I'm surprised more people don't break when they're out there with Truth.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that's playing into what you're throwing out there, Chris, though. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Eventually Priest is going to get tired of it, and he's going to the hell out of him. And
especially when you could have easily bargained to get the Raiders to throw in their titles too.
Yeah.
Because
that's what Priest said. He goes, are they putting their titles up? And Truth's like, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, like that would have been such an easy way. So I think maybe if we see them lose, we might see the breakup, because I think that would be the thing that could push Priest over the edge. Right?
They could lose, and then after the end of the match, after they lose, before they walk off, Priest could destroy Truth. And
then that would set up that would set up Priest and Truth at least having one match.
Yep.
Yeah, so there you go, Anthony. I think if they lose the titles, that's when he's going to get popped in the
Hey, and them two in a match together would be great. Like it'd
Dude,
be good. It'd be
I
entertaining
would
as
like to
hell.
see it. Yeah, and Truth can still go. So I'm all for that.
Yeah, for all Truth's antics and stuff, he can work.
Yeah, he can still work. So yeah, I would like to smack him sometimes, but I do enjoy his work.
And then we had the Brock Lesnar retirement video package, which
Yeah.
I'm a big Brock Lesnar fan. I have
Me
been
too.
forever. Like I grew up watching him wrestle in college. I was big in amateur wrestling. I coached high school wrestling for 10 or what? Yeah, almost 12 years. So I followed Lesnar through all that, and of course WWE, UFC, all that. So I thought the video was awesome. I was wondering if he was going to be there, but I figured he wasn't going to be since he officially announced his retirement on the McAfee show the
Yeah.
other day
Yeah.
during that interview. I don't know if you saw that interview, but he said he could after the Hell in the Cell match Saturday, he couldn't walk for 2 days.
Oh, I bet, man. We watched him take those stairs into the ribs. Like that dude went through hell in a
He
cell.
wanted the first he was planning on me when he put his shoes and stuff down after that match. He was done, and he said he didn't know if he had 2 more matches in him to get to finish that when they decided to do that. He said I didn't know if I could make it 2 more.
Man, yeah, I'm with you, Brock. I watched him from his OVW days, reading about him, having a gym teacher tell us about this dude that was coming up, and he could almost guarantee he was going to be a pro wrestler, and it was Brock Lesnar. Yeah, the dude's he's been the Bo Jackson of our generation. He's a different type of animal, and yeah, I would have loved to have seen him, but it's Brock. I didn't expect it once I seen him say what he said on McAfee's show. He's gonna do things his way, and this is how he wanted to go out.
Flair done it so long because he was so drunk. His body was always numb. They didn't feel shit.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. Flair's
Well, and
Flair's
Lesnar probably could do it, but his point too is as well as he wants to be able to move. He actually said it. I want to be able to move around. I want to be able to enjoy my life with my kids and stuff. So he don't want to get to that point where like Flair and some of them other guys where you're not normal anymore. You can't hardly move.
Well, it's like they say they teach us the lessons so we don't have to go through them. And I mean, I applaud Brock and all he's done. The dude's put his body through hell. Any wrestler has, Ric Flair included. I mean, Jesus Christ, the dude has done everything you possibly could do. But it's not the days of pill popping, booze, and cocaine. I mean, God damn, if you watch it, did you watch that Raven documentary on
No,
Tubi
I haven't seen
yet?
that yet. I need to see that.
Ooh, man, ask your dad about that before you watch it, because he told me, I was like hyping it up, and the response I get back from him after he watches it, man, that's a rough one. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, it's good. It's out on Tubi right now, free.
And like with Lesnar, like nobody just walks into the UFC and gets to face the very top competition and dominates and becomes champion. Like nobody does that. He's the only one that's ever done it. CM Punk tried to do it. Look what happened to him. Like that's not normal to be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to do that. So I mean that just showed how unbelievable Lesnar was just as an athlete, period. And then he's always been great in WWE too. But to be able to walk into something like UFC and face the top guys like that, and I mean, yeah, he had his wrestling background, but he wasn't no striker.
Yeah, and you can have that base of wrestling, I've heard many UFC guys talk about it. It's like one of the foundations that they believe you should have, but you never know how you're going to respond until someone cracks you in the face. And Brock Lesnar responded like the animal he is. And yeah, he definitely went into UFC and did his thing. Fighting's One's got a question here. He says, "Do you think he really wanted to quit after Mania, or was it a money move?"
I think he was done. I think he really wanted to be done. I think WWE kind of painted herself in a corner with Obafemi, and they didn't have nowhere to go with them. They weren't ready to pull the trigger to go after either Roman or the title yet. So where else did you go with them after that match with Brock after he beat him? So
Yeah,
I think WWE kind of had themselves in a corner and needed to do those couple matches so they could get to where they wanted to send him in a different direction. Now looks like they're going to go against Breaker.
yeah.
Is
And
what it's looking like they're doing.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. And I think that I'm going to also agree with Fighting's second part of that. I think that once he realized that they needed him, he started making it more about the money, because why wouldn't you? If you're the commodity that they need to continue the story and to get this guy over, and you're willing to do it, you need to make it beneficial for you.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously he did, because he agreed to more matches, and credit to him too, because he could have done what Brock has done before and just did Brock shit and not show up.
Or he could have. And he also, another credit to him, I think, is a lot of times he's been known in the past to make it all about him. He made that SummerSlam match all about Obafemi.
Yeah, he really did.
That wasn't like, even at the end when he kind of passed the torch to him, said he's the future, I'm the past. But I mean, he made that all about Oba, where he easily could have made it about himself, being in Minnesota, basically almost his hometown. Like, I mean, it could have very easily been all about Lesnar, knowing it was his last match, like going to be his last match for real. But he didn't do that, so I give him credit for that as well.
This was truly a moment made for Brock to do multiple Brock things, and he chose not to. He chose to go the alternate route. I love what Fightins is saying here, because I'm backing him. Oba versus Breaker would be awesome. Love to see it on a Raw. I'm there with you, man. And the way they're building up this next week's SmackDown, who's
Who
to
knows
say
what we're
they
gonna get on Raw?
wouldn't? Yeah, who's to say they wouldn't do it on Raw for a number one contenders match or something like that? Like, I'm there with you, Fightins. You got my interest. Let's go.
Yeah, I loved it on Monday night when they had the stare down between Breaker and Oba. I thought it was well done the way they done it.
Yep.
And to me, that's if you weren't going to send Oba after a title yet, Breaker makes all the sense in the world. He makes more sense than anybody else. I mean,
Dude,
who
he's
else you
already
gonna put him with?
Yeah, the ideas already pop in our chat. So, I mean, they're pretty much into the whole
You basically got
community.
the two biggest badasses in the company going at the same direction.
Dude.
It makes sense that they got to go through each other.
Exactly. And we get to see meaty men doing meaty men shit. We got Nightwing from the UK stopping in. He's our UK correspondent. He's out there doing all the UK stuff. You're going to catch him at All In. He is going to be live in the building. He's saying, how's things? It's great. We're talking SmackDown. Chris, where did we go from this one?
Let's see. After the Lesnar, it was Randy Orton. And I'll tell you what, I love this promo between Orton and Rhodes. And Rhodes was he threw out some hints about turning heel. Said, "I'm not held to that championship standard anymore," and all this stuff. So I mean, and when he was throwing them hints out, the crowd. I don't know if you noticed it, but the crowd was exploding. Like, the fans are just like us. They're all ready to see him turn heel. And but yeah, I thought that was a great segment. Orton tells Rhodes, as long as he's around, he'll never let Rhodes be champion again. He's going to get his 15th championship and stuff. But yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah, I thought it was too. And yes, Nightwing, it was worth a watch. You're gonna enjoy this SmackDown. Not a lot of matches, but a lot of great stories being told. And this one in particular was a great one. I loved Randy Orton's intensity in this one. I love the fact that he pointed out, this is your fault, Cody. You wanted this guy. That you can't just call out the boogeyman and then put him back in the bottle. You better be prepared for what's going on. But
You better
then
be prepared
again,
for the worst of me now.
exactly. And when he said he's the legend killer and Cody turned it around on him, I like that. I
Yeah.
liked that. I thought that was a solid line for Cody to throw back at Randy. It makes perfect sense for him to say stuff like that. And that's going to show that he's getting under Orton's skin. And when you do that, you get a great match out of Orton.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm looking forward to seeing Cody and Orton go at it again.
Me too.
And like I said, when Orton attacked Cody at SummerSlam, I said this is going to be great because it's basically Cody's going to learn how to turn heel from Orton.
Exactly.
I
Yes.
mean, it's a great story to tell, and it's set up perfect because of Cody being the great baby face he's been for so long. Like it's just to me, it's going to be perfect. So I've been ready for this feud.
Yeah, I'm there with you on that whole take. I mean, you talked about it when we seen some of it happen. This is a fantastic. I can't wait for this match.
And then we had the main event, which was our third match of the night. So, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of wrestling, but there was. Well, the matches there were all solid matches, all good. I love the main event. I'll be honest, I've not been the biggest Jade Cargill fan. I think she
Fair.
has the look. I think she has the ability, but I don't think she's been able to put it all together. But I do think she's been getting better the last few times I saw her. And tonight, I thought she looked better than I've seen her in a long time, other than the last like minute of the match. There
Yeah,
at the last minute, she kind of got discombobulated and things looked rocky. But before that, her and Charlotte was going at it. And dude, it had me locked in. Like it got my attention. I really enjoyed it.
no, I agree with you on that entire take because that match was cooking. I would say that was Jade's best match up until about a minute to go. And once, what's her name, Paxton? Once she Tatum Paxley or
Tatum Paxley, I think is what it was.
Paxley. Tatum Paxley came in after Alexa Bliss.
Return of Alexa Bliss, who hadn't been around for a while.
Yeah, and she came out and took out B-Fab and Mi Chin off the top. Basically, it wasn't the turnbuckle; it was that podium, the pole behind it, and where they put the SmackDown image and all that. She jumps off that, cross bodies them, and then it seemed like you said, the rest of the match became discombobulated. If they would have just left that,
They didn't need the interference. They didn't need it. They didn't need me fabbing them to come out. Like that match was a banger. They came out and like you said, that's when it kind of all got discombobulated after that. I was loving it. The only thing that didn't make a whole lot of sense is how the hell is Charlotte Flair kicking out of a power bomb,
Dude,
a
the
sit out power
avalanche.
bomb, off the middle turnbuckle.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know.
Like that has to be the end. Like you can.
I thought so too, and I thought Jade did it perfect.
Oh yeah,
Like
it looked great.
again, this to me was one of Jade's best matches she's ever had up until that minute.
I agree.
And it seemed like when they started adding in all the extra, it just got her confused. And then she didn't know how to take the next step. And at that time, Charlotte's already been through war. Fuck, Charlotte was picked up and slammed down more than when she faced Nia Jax in this match.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane that some of the moves that Charlotte was taking, and she was taking them great. Just that tilt-a-whirl thing that fucking Jade did.
Yeah.
And then I thought this was the best counter I've ever seen is when Charlotte did that that somersault.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
no, not that, the cartwheel.
The
She
cartwheel.
did the cartwheel, and then as soon as she got to the top of the cartwheel, boom, super kick by Jade. And Jade, it looked like
It was
Jade
timed
knocked her
perfect. It was timed perfect.
so perfectly, but it looked like she took her head off.
Yep.
And Charlotte played well into that. Again, she's really, to make Jade look that good in a match like that. Charlotte's on another level, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Charlotte's good. And I know a lot of people, she gets a lot of hate and stuff, but and like you just said, anybody she gets in the ring with, she makes look good.
Yeah. And she made Jade look like a superstar tonight.
Oh, yeah, because I was ready to get on here and say, this is the best match I've ever seen Jade wrestle. And then, like I said, other than that last minute, it was. It just,
Yeah.
the last minute, it got rocky. But no, I thought it was a good SmackDown overall. To me, like we talked about, it set up a lot for next week. You get the Hayes and Corbin title match, the triple threat tag team title match, which is going to be entertaining. That's going to be entertaining as hell.
Haku will be on the outside.
Yeah, which I'm going to be real happy about that. I'm a big Haku fan.
Me too. I can't wait to see how they use him.
And then you're going to have that women's match with Stratton and Jane.
Yeah. Yeah, for the women's U.S. title.
I think it's women's U.S. title, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. Jane,
And you know,
really
there's going to be
worked
some
her
stuff
way
happening
in.
between probably Orton and Rhodes. They're going to continue that story, and then Punk and Owens. So yeah, I'm interested in next Friday night.
Oh, I am too, and I'm going to be interested in catching you and OG talking about it right after SmackDown. This was a great SmackDown. Really hit a lot of levels. Not a lot of wrestling, but a lot of really good stories being told that aren't based around comical sketches. So I think people will enjoy this.
And
SmackDown,
and coming
if you
out of
didn't catch it yet.
SummerSlam, they really didn't need a show tonight of just all matches. They needed a show like this to set up what you got coming up, because you don't have a PLE for a little while. This is one of their times. It's a little more extended time between PLEs. So, I mean, the night was the show to set up your new storylines.
100%.
After the pay per view. So I thought it was a real good SmackDown.
Me too, man. Me too.
So it's going to be interesting to see Monday Night Raw this week too, because with SmackDown going to be like this, Monday Night Raw is going to be try to turn it up to make sure they compete. So it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, they better turn it up to compete, because this next SmackDown coming up is going to be one to watch, fans. There's a lot of title matches going on, and a lot of those matches we could see changes.
Well, man, you have anything else before we get out of here for tonight? Other than go check out inyourhowse.com.
Yeah, go check out inyourhowse.com. We got all our schedules for all our podcasts out there. You can always catch me doing my thing on Tuesdays, where I talk Monday Night Raw with Kevin Calloway and Bruzy. We break down a topic each, and then we have a discussion about it. You fans join in, and it's a great time. That's at 6:15 on Monday or on Tuesday. Wednesdays, the WCW watch along with me and House, and we're in the middle of it. We're in the middle of the United States Championship run. We just watched Raven versus Goldberg, where that stupid jerk won the title from Raven. The best wrestler to ever wrestle. I don't care what you got to say. It is my opinion. But you can catch me and House talk about WCW and break down the U.S. title and all our favorite title holders of that on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Outside of that, we got an AEW show. Yeah, we talk AEW. It's the AEW Dynamite. Yeah, it's a fun show. It's a great show. It's an OG Tony House and Voice show where we talk, that's right, AEW Dynamite. That's usually at 6 p.m. on a Thursday, where you can join me and House and OG Tony and talk AEW Dynamite. Goalie.com. Go check them out. Put in promo code IYH at your checkout. You will receive a 25% off from us to you, the fans. Yeah, you can get that. You can get your nutrition journey on the right path with IYH. We can help you along in that journey. So go check out goalie.com and type in promo code IYH to receive that 25% at checkout.
All right. You can find me Monday through Friday either on the Gonzo Sports Room Network, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all that, or here on In Your Howse on Monday and Fridays. We have shows Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We have our independent wrestling show, GWR. That's at 6:30 Mondays, and on Monday, and then that's all we usually have. Well, no. Then Monday night, right after Raw, we have the Raw after party here on the In Your Howse Network. Tuesdays, we have our Gonzo Sports Room, our sports show. If you're like more than just wrestling and want to talk some sports with us, come check us out there. We talk NFL, NBA, WNBA, MLB, all the hot sports topics. And then Thursday, we have our Face or Hill Pro Wrestling Talk, where we talk WWE, AEW, and all that good stuff. So come check us out. And also check out In Your Howse, all their pages.
Yeah, you can check all that out and get all the links at www.inyourhouse.com. And tune in next Friday for, well, you're going to tune in for OG Tony. We all know it. So tune in and get ready to talk SmackDown.
Everybody knows OG Tony. He's been around too long.
Dude, he used to walk with Jesus. We've already talked to him about that. He had a wine recipe he used to give him. But fans, tune into everything IYH and Gonzo Sports Room and Wrestling Room, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye.
Yeah. In your house.